Hi everybody, this is Gary Dean and this is our nightly video report for Wednesday, May 11th, 2016. So we mentioned that we were getting pretty overextended on the 15-minute charts and we had some divergences, so I wouldn't be surprised to see some backing and filling before another push higher, and we got a little more than backing and filling. We pretty much gobbled up all the gains that were from yesterday, so it's one of the things that this rally did what it was supposed to do, and that's burn off the extreme overbought conditions, get people a little less bearish on this market, and getting them believing to start buying again as the big boys start selling to them. So time-wise, it's done what it's done. We came up to some resistance, and even though it would still make sense to see a rally Thursday, Friday, back up towards the highs or even new highs, being the time period that we're in, where we're in the later stages of this, and we've seen a pretty good rally off the lows, that things get very, a little bit dicey or dangerous, because nothing's like crystal clear just yet until we actually see the turn. So I think tomorrow and Friday are going to give us a lot more information that we're looking for. If we see follow through from the bears, then there's a good chance that the highs may be in, and you just want to start looking to short rallies. Or if we do get a bounce, then we'd leave the door open for us to carry that on into the end of the week. So if we just look at our regular breadth charts, I haven't showed you, they've done absolutely nothing to burn off the extreme overbought levels. So this is one of the reasons why I'm saying, the long side is still as dangerous as it's ever been. And if we look at just taking a look at the VIX compared to the S&P, I mean, again, this is not a we're not at a buy for the markets. When you have the S&P, when it was the last time it was down here, we saw the big drop, and now we're back down here again. So is this time going to be different? Maybe. It hasn't been different every time it's been up here. So I wouldn't trust it, and I still think that we're going to, these aren't the lows, and we're probably going to have a very, very large drop once this bounce completes. Put call ratio, we could see that we are seeing some people buying some puts, so that's showing us a little bit of fear in the market. And you can see the bullish percent has been, declining as the S&P has been heading up. And finally, the fractal pattern, I'm not really quite sure where we are. We could be here, but this move right here kind of puts that in question. But in any case, if we do see an update coming in and we test somewhere at these highs, this would be this part of the rally right here. So, it's still in play. It just today, like I said, put a little bit in question as far as what's going on. So reason why longer term bearish is we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Typically 50, 62, 78% retracement is where the lows should come in, as well as the bearish wedge here. So the target for the bearish wedge is right around here. It's also fib lines, and it matches the Elliott wave. So longer term, I believe we still have more room to go on the downside. Now, looking at the shorter term, 60-minute charts here, we had a bullish falling wedge. Broke out of it. This is when we had the bullish divergences in place, but we had the big move. We got very overextended. And one of the reasons why it would make sense if we saw higher highs is it would set up some bearish divergences, but it's not really needed overall just because of the the size of the move that we've already seen. So I really think that the bulls need to hold this 2061. If they don't, they could be in some serious trouble. Bears want to defend the 2085. If they break through that, then we're going to 2095. And finally, on the 15-minute chart, you can see why the 2061 is important. So let's see what plays out tomorrow. Like I said, there's still a little bit more room to go before we're into the oversold level. So we could see a little bit of a choppy market tomorrow. But anyway, have a great night, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.